welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then a little introduction. This is a place to share stories, adventures, and everything I wish I had known before embarking on them. My name is Drina, and you're watching From Fiji to Here. Your first trip on your own, without family, without previous friends, it's somewhat of a sacred opportunity. You won't ever be able to relive something like it. There's something about the excitement and fear that comes from going into the unknown on your own. It's losing your travel virginity. My first was Fiji. I was barely a month into university when a volunteer eco students abroad, here on now referred to as VESA, representative came to talk at our lecture about an opportunity to go abroad and volunteer. Without hesitating, I applied, thinking it wasn't likely I'd be chosen, let alone getting a response anytime soon. Within 12 hours, I was approved and had paid a deposit. I remember the butterflies I got in my stomach. I had no idea where Fiji was. All I knew was that I was going. Another little insight, I'm not great at geography, which actually may be an understatement. I'm really bad at geography. I spent the rest of the year saving every penny I could and counting down the days. May 23rd, 2015. My extremely nervous parents dropped me off at Pearson Airport for me to travel across the world, unknowingly to return a different person. I know, it's cliche. But after your first solo adventure, you'll understand as well. Now, if you haven't heard of VESA, you should definitely check them out. I know nothing about planning a trip abroad and had no idea where to start, which made this opportunity a smooth transition into how to reach my goal. It's essentially a group trip to different locations around the world where you get to experience volunteering in local communities, doing projects that those communities have requested, as well as getting to tour and experience what said country has to offer. I started by meeting other volunteers from Toronto at Pearson Airport, where we instantly connected and flew to LAX to meet up with the rest of the volunteers. And from there, we flew to Nadi, Fiji, where we were greeted by the kindest people I have ever met. Now, when you land at the Fiji airport, you're immediately welcomed as though you're family. The airport literally has the words, "Welcome home," written across the outside walls, as well as Fijians serenading you inside with instruments and leis as you head towards customs. We spent our first night in Nadi, busing through the countryside to go ziplining, as well as hiking to view some of the beautiful waterfalls Fiji has to offer. From here, we traveled by bus to the other side of the island to a little town called Nadi. We spent the week here, aiding the locals in renovating the school, teaching English to the children, and getting to know the culture and life of the Fijian people. If you're looking to stay at an all-inclusive resort, this may not be for you. But if you're looking to be immersed into the culture, eating the local food, living in their homes, and becoming a part of the community, this type of trip welcomes you. As volunteers, we are teamed up with what I call volunteer sisters and Fijian parents. This is Sierra. And Kendra, my volunteer sisters for the week. By the end of the week, I found myself falling in love with the people, culture, and country, and knew that the 2 weeks I had signed up for wouldn't be enough. A huge thank you to my tour leader who helped me extend the trip by an additional week to continue on to another village and do volunteer marine conservation work. But first, the travel week. After we finished our volunteer work in Nikini, we took a bus back toward Nadi, where we boarded a ferry for a week of adventure. So far, we had already done zip lining, some waterfall exploration, but the islands brought forth a ton of water adventures. We got to go snorkeling, as well as hang out on a water trampoline, poolside, and get to know the other volunteers. This was also the first time I got to go scuba diving. Your typical sun, fun, and adventure vacation, getting to know a bunch of amazing people. As previously mentioned, the third week consisted of marine conservation. We got to plant trees to help hold the soil so that it wouldn't erode away with the tide and affect the village. We also made concrete cookies to hold coral for coral replantation farms. Sierra and I chose to be volunteer sisters again, because let's face it, she's awesome. By the end of the 3 weeks, my life was changed forever and in ways that you wouldn't believe. That about summarizes in the most basic way possible my volunteer trip to Fiji. Trust me, I could go on and on about this trip, but I figured I should keep it short and sweet for you. If you ever have the opportunity to go on a trip with VESA, I would strongly recommend it. The opportunities that have followed have been numerous, and the friendships and memories forever lasting. I'll leave their link in the description if you want to check out their website, or go ahead and apply. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, as well as any videos you'd be interested in seeing. And if you like this video, be sure to give it that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to be notified of more like it, and to join me on my future journeys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next destination. Bye guys!